your emotional guidance system, EGS. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with the BU 365-day challenge, day 36 today, and we are going to do a quick overview. Since it's a Saturday, it might not be Saturday when you're listening to this, but it's Saturday when I am speaking to you. Today, we're going to talk about the emotional guidance system. Now, I first learned about this, actually it was only about 11 or 12 years ago, about a dozen years ago, following my sudden cardiac arrest, when I was searching for what the heck happened to me and what was I going to do about it, because I was coming to realize that nobody could save me from myself. I had to figure out what was going on, why my health had failed me, and why I wasn't taking good care of myself. And that led me on this big journey, and it was, 5 years or so of searching and looking for it. And I'd done a little personal development before that, and some, goal setting and coaching, and Tony Robbins and Bob Proctor and Jim Rohn and all the other gurus, read a lot of stuff by them and applied some of it, but fractionally very little of it. But I stumbled across, as part of, actually I discovered the secret before I had my sudden cardiac arrest. So I guess it's been longer than 12 years. It's probably been about 15 years I've been really into this stuff and studying it. And in the secret, in the original secret, Esther and Jerry Hicks and the Teachings of Abraham were a part of that project before they redid it and took them out of it. And that led me to find out and understand it and discover more about them. Now, for a lot of people, they're more woo-woo than other people would like to admit. But they have some amazing things that they share and teach us. And one of those, I believe is credited to them, is this emotional guidance system. And they basically say, and we all have this, whether we believe it or not, we all do. Our bodies are these great consciousness facilitators that let us know where we are, our emotions, and how we're feeling about things, right? We talked about that for the last couple of days. So you may or may not heard of it. I mean, I was, in my mid to late 40s before I even came across any of this information, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't looking for it yet, right? I was living the life I thought I should. I was doing everything I thought I should do to be a good mom, to be a good wife, to be a good human being. And I realized that being a good human being also includes taking care of yourself and setting a good example of how to take care of yourself, how to set boundaries, how to set limits, how to know what isn't for you, how to create the life you want, yada, yada, yada. So today, I'm gonna give us all a little bit longer assignment. If you've never heard of the emotional guidance system, you may be like me, already have a copy of your favorite graphic printed out for the emotional guidance system. What the heck is it? It's basically just a scale of our emotions from most positive to most negative in terms of highest to lowest vibration. High vibration things make us feel good. Low vibration things make us feel bad, right? If I'm at my ideal weight, I feel good. If I'm heavy and at my, if I've got an extra 25 to 50 pounds, I feel lower vibration and slower. That's how I like to remember the difference between high and low, positive and negative frequencies, and you'll pick something for you. So I'm going to run through this really, really quick. Then your action item today is to go find a graphic that represents this, or a list. I used it for the longest time. I just had a list of the emotions. They're on a scale from 1 to 22. I think it's pretty interesting. They're very closely linked to this gentleman's study from a few years ago that we talked about, the 27 different emotions the other day. I think it was day 30. I can't see my own notes. Gotta have my magnifying glass. It's actually day 33, so it was a few days ago. But, there's 22 layers on this with more than 22 emotions, and he had divided his study into 27 different emotions. I don't know that sexual desire is on this list, though, just as an aside. Okay, so I'm going to read through them quickly. Then your assignment today is to go find your graphic, the graphic that resonates with you, the graphic that makes you feel good when you look at it. I like the downward and upward spiral because a long, long time ago at a training at actually the Gillette company, remember when Gillette and Gillette Razor Company used to exist as a separate entity before they were purchased by P&G, Procter & Gamble? I went to a training at their location. My husband worked for them, and I actually was a supplier. My company was a supplier to them. And so I was invited to that training, which was an awesome training. It was called Value of the Person. Really good training. I doubt that it exists anymore, but it was a really good training back then. Probably stuff about it on the internet. Anyway, emotional guidance system. Find a picture that resonates with you, print it out, and then I want you to just share in the comments below and notice throughout the day, what emotion do you experience the most? Meaning you feel the most or you experience the most often. Share that in the comments below. I'll do the same. I've never done that. Paid attention all day long to the most prominent emotion that I'm feeling. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what mine is today. Today's, like I said, it's a Saturday here. So maybe on a Saturday, you have a more dominant emotion than you do on other days of the week. So it's an experiment we could do every day. We could pay attention and tune in every day and say, well, what is my most dominant emotion? And I actually wrote in here, share the number of it, because the number just tells us a little bit where you're on the scale. 1 through 7, which I find really interesting. Only 1 through 7 are the positive emotions. And then levels 8 through 22 are all the heavier negative emotions. We wonder why our world is so weighted toward the negative. It's throughout everything that we do and experience. So what are they? Number 1, joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation all get a level 1. Level 2, passion. Level 3, enthusiasm. 4, positive expectation or belief. 5, optimism. 6, hopefulness. 7, contentment. And then we switch to the downward spiral, or the negative, the supposedly heavier emotions. 8, boredom. 9, pessimism. 10, frustration, irritation, impatience. 11, overwhelmment. I say overwhelm. 12, disappointment. 13, doubt. 14, worry. 15, blame. 16, discouragement. 17, anger. 18, revenge. 19, hatred or rage. 20, jealousy. 21, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. And 22 is a biggie: fear, grief, depression, powerlessness, and victim. So what emotion do you experience the most today? What feeling do you have most often or most intensely today? Share that in the comments below. If you get the number of it, that means you've printed out a graphic or a list of some sort, and share the number in the comments below. I will be with you tomorrow. Any questions, hit me up. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into the upward and downward spiral tomorrow of emotions. And most importantly, what the heck do you do about them? What do you do about the positive ones? What do you do about the negative ones? What do you do to make your life work better from an emotional standpoint? We're going to share that tomorrow. And after that, we're going to hop into and use our SOAP framework to get anything we want and figure out how we get anything emotionally that we want and how we want things to work out for us more often. Because this challenge is all about doing one thing every day that improves us. All right, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.